Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. For a few days now, I haven't carried any news from Portmore, and some subscribers in Portmore, they're asking if I had forgotten about them because they want to know what's happening in their area also. So in this video, I'll be carrying news from Portmore and its environs. Later on today, I'll be giving you the news from Western Jamaica because there is a whole heap going on. So stand by for Western Jamaica news later on. First up, on Tuesday of this week, a 19-year-old female customer care agent, she was arrested and charged by the Portmore police. Her name is Janelle Justeen Dawkins, and she's living at Regis Avenue in Central Village in the parish of St. Catherine. The allegations are that Janelle, she was employed to a call center in Portmore. Now, over a period of time, she recorded about 20 debit card and credit card information, and she emailed them to her personal email address. It is said that she shared the information with her chopper friends and sister. They are Amoy, Carissa, Dante, and Dana, and we are told that they met the cards them go up road. You know what go up road means? Supposing I had said they met the cards them fat. You don't know what that means either? Well, it simply means they used the cards excessively. Got it? So Janelle and her chopper friends and sister, they met the cards them go up road. We are told that Janelle, she made purchases on eBay, Shein or Shine, and Amazon. And Janelle, she even booked rooms at a popular North Coast hotel using the cards, or one of the cards. Janelle also transferred money to her personal Bank of Nova Scotia account. Well, Janelle, she get catch earlier this week and she was arrested and charged for possession of identity information and unauthorized access to computer data. Janelle, she'll be going to the courts shortly. These young people and the fast life, you see? Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next story, a female named Shanelle Page, she was arrested and charged by the Old Harbour police. She is 43 years old and she's living at Bowers District in the Old Harbour area in the parish of St. Catherine. The allegations are that sometime last year, Shanelle, she was employed as a cashier at a Supreme Ventures outlet on East Street in Old Harbour. It is said that over a 3 days period, the machine generated sales of over $50,000, but Shanelle, she handed over only $26,000 to her employer. Shanelle could not give a good account for the balance of the sales, but she promised to pay the balance. When the balance was not forthcoming, a report was made to the police and Shanelle, she was arrested and charged for the offense of larceny as a servant. So Shanelle, she'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next story, we are learning that a police inspector, he's living at Lagood Terrace, Cedar Grove area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Now, apart from this policeman being a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, he normally promotes and hosts parties. Sunday, May 7, was his birthday. So, Saturday night, he hosted his birthday party in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. We are told that there were some leftover high-end liquor after the party and he carried them home. On Monday morning, May 8, about 9 o'clock, the police inspector, he locked up his house at Lagood Terrace and he went on the road. When he returned in the afternoon, about 4 o'clock or thereabout, he realized that his house was broken into. The hoodlums climbed on the balcony of the house and cut the grill gate open. They then entered the house and thief. Let me put up a photo of the type of liquors that the hoodlums thief. Them thief 3 bottles of Bel Air, 7 bottles of Hennessy, 3 bottles of 19 Crime, and 9 bottles of Apothec red wine. They also stole a quantity of colognes from the house. Boy, may I tell you, I am sure this is not the birthday gift this police inspector was hoping for, or anyone else for that matter. Ah boy. Now, this next incident, it took place at PG Hideout at Bowers in Old Harbour in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that Monday night, May 8, about 9:30. The owner for the sports bar securely locked it up and went home. When she returned to work early the next morning, she realized that the bar was broken into. Hoodlums cut off the padlocks to the front grill. They entered the bar and they stole 3 roulette gaming boxes. We are told that the boxes, they are valued at over 500,000 Jamaican dollars each. They also stole a quantity of liquor, as also 210,000 Jamaican dollars in cash. Just like that. And still in Old Harbour, listen to this one. A 46-year-old lady, she's a hard-working farmer. She's living in the Bushy Park area of Old Harbour. On Tuesday of this week, she was paid by one of her customers. She was paid by check. The value of the check is over $500,000 Jamaican dollars. So the lady, she went to a bank in Halfway Tree where she changed the check. She put the cash in a pouch and came out of the bank. She put the pouch with the cash in her pickup truck, which was parked outside, and she drove away. She drove to Gutters in the Old Harbour area where she went to a supermarket. She left the pouch with the cash inside the vehicle and she went into the supermarket to buy something. When the lady returned to the pickup, she realized that the pouch containing over $500,000 in cash was missing. We are told that CCTV footage in the area was viewed and a hoodlum. He was dressed in a white t-shirt and a black hat. He was seen entering the lady's pickup. He was also seen removing the pouch containing the cash. Just like that. Sad indeed. Now, over the past weekend, a team of police officers, they were conducting a spot check along Port Henderson Road in Portmore. They signaled a white Toyota Probox being driven by a man to stop. When the police made checks, they discovered that the car was stolen on Friday, April 28th in the Garvey Mead area. A report had been lodged at the Caymanas police station. The man who was driving the car, when he was questioned by the police, he told them that he had bought the car from a man who he did not know for the sum of 300,000 Jamaican dollars. After investigation, that guy who was driving the car, he was charged by the police. His name is Nathaniel Sutherland, but he's popularly known as Deva. He is 30 years old and he's living at Mandela Close in the Portmore Gardens area of Waterford. Deva, he was charged for 1, larceny of motor vehicle, and 2, receiving stolen property. So he'll be going to the courts shortly to face a judge. In this next incident, the Central Village Police, they have arrested and charged a guy who they were searching for over 5 years. His name is Alvin Brown, but he's popularly known as Swabble. Tomorrow, May 13, Swabble, he'll be celebrating his 30th birthday. He's living at Majestic Gardens in Kingston. On the night of Friday, August 24, 2018, about 8:30, a man popularly known as Jamaics, he was in his late 50s at the time. He was at a wholesale in the Windsor Heights area when he was attacked and shot multiple times by 2 hoodlums. He received gunshot wounds to his neck, his head, and other parts of his body. 15 9mm spent shells were recovered by the police. Now, many persons thought that Jamaics, he would have died, but Jamaics, he miraculously pulled through and he was able to tell the police who his attackers were. Alvin Brown, also known as Swabble. He was recently picked up by the police and he has since been charged. So he'll be going to the courts shortly to face a judge. In this next incident, you would have seen a few videos being circulating with these hoodlums. They have been doing a lot of robberies in the Portmore area. The latest incident took place on Tuesday morning, May 9, about 9 o'clock. It took place at a bar at Portmore Drive in the Passage Fort area. A man, he's in his early 60s, and the bartender. They were in the bar when 3 hoodlums entered. The hoodlums, they proceeded to rob the man and the bartender of cash and a quantity of liquor. One of the hoodlums, he then used a crowbar to force open 2 roulette gaming boxes and stole cash amounting to over 700,000 Jamaican dollars from them. The hoodlums, they then escaped in a waiting white Nissan AD wagon motorcar. Just like that. In this next incident, this one took place Tuesday, May 9, about 12 midday. It took place right in the vicinity of an upholstery shop at Burke Road in the Spanish Town area of St. Catherine. We are told that a group of men, they were in a yard feeding some game fowls when a white Toyota Axio motorcar drove up and stopped. 2 hoodlums jumped out of the car with guns in hands and they opened gunfire at the group of men. The men, they ran off in various directions, and the hoodlums, they jumped back into the Toyota Axio and made good their escape. It was then realized that 2 of the men who ran off, they were shot. Both men are in their early 30s. One of them, he received gunshot wounds to his head and both hands, whilst the other one, he received gunshot wounds to his right foot. Both men, they were rushed to a nearby hospital where they were treated and admitted. We are told that the police, when they processed this crime scene, they found a number of 9mm spent shells. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. In the final story for today, and you're going to want to listen to this one, it is very, very important. Parents, talk to your sons, especially. Yeah man, talk to them. A youngster. No, I'm not going to give you his correct name, but for this story, I'm going to refer to him as Johnny. Johnny will be celebrating his 19th birthday in a few days' time on Tuesday. Johnny is living in New York, but he came to Jamaica about 2 weeks ago on a business trip. He's staying at a house in Portmore on Sunday, May 7. Johnny was at the Portmore Sovereign Village when he met a nice-looking female. She told Johnny her name is Chelsea. Now, Johnny and Chelsea, they spoke for a while and they ended up exchanging phone numbers. They continued communicating by phone, and on Tuesday, May 9, Chelsea invited Johnny to come, let's go out. Johnny told her he didn't have a drive and she told him she would take care of that. As agreed, on May 10, about some minutes after 10 o'clock, Johnny, he went to the Portmore Pines Plaza where he was picked up in a grey motor car. That car was being driven by a man and Chelsea was also in the car. They then drove to Radney's Arm. Now, if you know that area, you would have known that Radney's Arm is very popular and it's near to Back Road. Yeah man, the same Back Road. There is a hill there that leads to the JDF base. It is overlooking the sea. Couples especially, they normally drive to that spot to go and chill out and do whatever they want to do in their vehicles. Got it? So, when they reached the spot, another guy came into the car. This was a devious plan orchestrated by Pretty Face, and hoodlum heart Chelsea. Another guy joined the three of them in the car, and he and the driver, they proceeded to start raining some serious punches in Johnny's face. They threatened to kill him. Johnny, he had a pair of stainless steel earrings in his ears. One of the hoodlums took them out. He also took off Johnny's chain. He took his Apple iPods out of his ears and took away his gold color iPhone 14 Pro Max. They also took Johnny's wallet containing various bank cards and almost 300 United States dollars in cash. Now, all this time, they were still using Johnny for a punching bag. They then forced Johnny to open the iPhone, and one of the hoodlums, he transferred a little bit over $900 from Johnny's JP Morgan Chase account. When they were finished robbing and beating Johnny, they decided to humiliate him. They told Johnny to take off his clothes, and the driver drove off. They then told Johnny to jump out of the car. Johnny jumped out of the car into some bushes. Johnny, he didn't know the area, so he ran and he fell and he landed into the sea. Luckily, Johnny can swim because the water is not shallow. Naked Johnny, he swam to a nearby restaurant. He was assisted by some soldiers on patrol who took him to the Portmore police station. I am told that Johnny's face was severely swollen. Let's hope that the police, they can get video footage of this so-called Chelsea when she was on the mall on Sunday. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa in Newzlink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica.